welcome to Fellowship Kids Live. My name is Risty, and this is my first time here. And Olive, we see you. You are not late. You are right on time.
Hi, everybody. My name is Miss Lisa, and we are here today in Fellowship Kids Live.
I know.
I'm so excited.
So
This is my first time here in this studio, so I'm a little nervous. What about you?
It's my first time live, so
Really?
I'm a little nervous.
Oh my goodness.
First time. Is it your first time here? If it is, you should write in the chat. And what did you do this week? Can you write in the chat and tell us what you did this week? We would love to hear. Miss Lisa, what did you do this week?
Well, I went somewhere very interesting this last week. I visited the Dubai Air Show from work.
The air show?
I know, interesting, right? It was awesome.
Did you see airplanes, helicopters?
Oh, you name it, fighter jets, everything. It was super, super cool. What did you do, Mistress?
Nothing that cool, but I did go to school because I'm a teacher and I love school.
School is nice. School
Yes,
is
it nice, boys and girls? Did you go to school? I hope you did. I mean, if you're old enough, but I love school. And I started reading a new book and I did some, what was it called? Dubai Fitness 30-30 challenges.
That's good. Good for
I'm
you.
enjoying it. I'm
Good
enjoying
for you.
it.
Olive, what did you do? Tell us in the chat section. What about you guys? Tell us what you did in the last week.
We would love to
hear.
know. Even if you read a new book, we would love to hear about a new book. So we're here. It's a new series, I think.
Yes, yes.
What was the name of the new series? Oh yeah, Jesus the Storyteller.
I love stories. Yeah. I loved stories when I was a child. I love them now. It doesn't matter how old you are, you love stories. And so this week's series, the new series, it's called Jesus the Storyteller. But before we start, Miss Risty, can you lead us in a short prayer?
Of course I can. Boys and girls, are you ready? So go ahead and put your hands together, and we are going to do a short prayer to start off our morning. Jesus, thank you so much for this beautiful morning. Thank you for the cooler weather. Thank you that we could be here and hear your word and learn something new about Jesus the Storyteller. Let this be a fun time. In your son's name, amen.
Thank you, Miss Risty.
I'm so excited.
Me too. All right. So next, why don't we play a game? Are you guys ready? Say yes. All right. So today's game is called What Would Mike Choose?
Mike?
Yes.
Is that?
Mike is our little buddy. So he is a dog, and so the game goes like this. Mike is hungry, and he is super hungry. And there are two plates or two dishes right in front of him, and we need to choose, or you guys need to choose, which dish Mike would eat.
Now, I have a dog at home, so I'm hoping it's like dog food and water.
Oh,
Probably not.
But what is your dog like? What's your dog's name?
My dog's name is Harley.
Harley.
And we go on a walk in the morning. That's part of my Dubai Fitness,
Wow.
30-30. But I don't know. I'm kind of excited to play this game.
Okay, let's
I don't know
do
if I should
this.
try it with my dog at home. I'll have to ask my kids. So here we go. What will Mike choose?
Let's see.
There he is.
That's Mike.
Oh, he's a good boy. Okay,
Yes,
here we go.
Yes, he is a good boy.
What's he gonna choose? What do you think he's thinking? Ice cream.
Okay,
I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't know about ice cream. Would you give your dog ice cream? Okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna guess right. Are you gonna guess right?
So is it butter or cottage cheese?
Butter? Would you give a dog butter? Butter or cottage cheese? What do you guys think?
Stand if you think we'll choose butter. Sit if you pick cottage cheese.
Okay, I'm gonna crouch down. I'm gonna say cottage cheese.
What do you think,
butter.
guys?
Oh! We won. High five. How'd you guys do? Did you get it? Nice
Let us
job.
know your answers in the
Oh wait,
chat
hold on.
section.
Tuna, and I think the other one was chicken.
Was it?
I'm gonna say chicken.
Stand for the chicken and sit for the tuna.
I'm gonna say chicken because I like chicken.
Me too.
I'm assuming.
I think
I don't know about
I
tuna.
would choose chicken
I don't
or
know.
tuna.
We're both with chicken.
Oh no!
How can we both be wrong?
I never knew dogs liked tuna.
I didn't either. Okay, ham or salami? I love salami.
I like ham.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying salami.
Ham, stand,
So I have to
sit.
say, okay, so I'm salami.
What are you guys saying?
What do you guys think? Ham, salami?
Ham,
salami,
ham,
salami,
ham,
salami,
ham,
salami.
ham, ham.
Ham, really?
Who
Come
said
on,
ham?
Oh wait, we're back to the butter
Oh, butter
and
or
cream. I just don't think butter is good.
I
for a
think
dog.
cream. I said ice cream first.
Should I just go for butter?
Cream.
Okay. Okay,
Cream.
you're going for
Cream.
cream.
Cream,
I guess
cream,
I'm butter.
cream, cream,
Here we go.
cream.
Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I lost again.
cream,
Okay,
the
good
cream.
job. Good job. Love it, Olive. You have come in with some good answers.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. What's the other one? What's the next one?
Stand for
Oh,
cream.
cream.
Sit for sour cream.
Okay, I love sour cream. It's so good on Mexican food, so I'm going sour cream.
I think I'll go for cream.
Oh!
He picked sour cream. No way.
Ah,
no
I
way.
will. Oh, wait, hold on.
Tuna. Oh,
Butter.
Anytime tuna.
Well, he took the tuna before.
Well,
He didn't take the butter.
yeah. Tuna.
Oh,
tuna.
someone says Bernie is saying butter.
Really? Bernie,
Bernie's
let's
saying
see.
butter? Let's
Bernie,
see.
Bernie says butter.
I don't know, maybe tuna?
He picked
Good job, Bernie!
Wow,
Oh, wait.
wow, wow.
Mike had the tuna as well.
Oh no, he
had
had
both.
butter and tuna.
Oh my goodness. Now, I don't think I would let my dog eat those things at home.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think it's healthy.
No, no.
I don't know. I mean, at home, would you just eat butter?
I don't think dogs eat butter at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you have any kids?
No. It's
Well,
just
I have 3 kids, and I would not just give them a plate of butter. I don't know. Boys and girls, would you just have butter at home? I don't know. Something to ask your parents. So that was a great game.
It was amazing. It was super, super fun. Did you enjoy the game? Please let us know in the chat section.
Yeah, and then maybe we can have more games like that one.
Yeah.
That was kind of a simple, fun one. I like that one.
It was indeed fun. But now it's time for worship. Are you guys ready? Boys and girls, up on your feet.
And parents.
Yes, and parents, make some space. Mom and dad, you can join us as well. Let's all stand up, sing, and worship the Lord together.
Born unto us this day a Savior, gifted from heaven to a manger. The hope of the world's alive for all mankind. All of the earth rejoice, it's Christmas time. So lift up your voice and sing out His praise. It's Christmas
Oh, I just love that song. Did you guys enjoy that song? Did you, Miss Risty?
I did. It's like about Christmas, and I think Christmas is coming soon.
Oh, yes. I can't wait for it.
Now, thank you so much. It's so nice to see Olive and Bernie and Timothy and Peter on the chat. You guys had some great guesses for our game, and I hope you enjoyed worship. It's been fun so far.
It is.
I'm a little less nervous.
No,
Are you a little?
I'm not nervous at all.
Okay, I'm still a little nervous. Okay, before we start into our new series, what was the name of it again?
Jesus the Storyteller.
Storyteller.
Yes.
Now, do you remember last week's topic?
Oh, yes. I taught last week, so I clearly remember what the lesson was. It was about Jesus and a little man named Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus. I remember a story about Zacchaeus, and he was a little man, but I remember Jesus came and changed his life in just one meeting. The first time he met him, Zacchaeus was a different person.
Yes,
that's
he
amazing.
Was.
That's amazing. It shows how amazing Jesus is in our lives, that he can change us.
He can. He definitely can. But in this series, the new series called Jesus the Storyteller, Jesus said, He told a lot of parables. Miss Risty, what do you think a parable is about?
Oh, a parable. That's a big word.
Come on, guys, if you know the answers, type them in the chat column.
Exactly. Do you know what a parable is? That's not a word you would hear at school. That's not a word you would hear at school, but when we read the Bible, the story of Jesus and Zacchaeus was like a parable. Yeah, Olive, Zacchaeus was a tax collector, right?
Yes, he was. Good one, Olive.
When I think about that and the word and the stories I've heard, I think a parable is a story that happens like here on earth, because Zacchaeus was in a tree, right?
Yes.
And I know what a tree is. I hope you know what a tree is. So it's something that can happen here in our everyday life here on earth, but then God brings an understanding of God and Jesus into it.
That is amazing. That's well described. But if I put it this way, parables are earthly stories with a heavenly meaning. How does that sound?
Honestly, that's perfect, because we know when we think of heaven, that's God.
Exactly.
And Jesus.
So boys and girls, can we say what is a parable? A parable is an earthly story with a heavenly meaning.
Heavenly meaning. That's amazing. Now, we also, with our new series, we also have a big picture question.
Yes. And this series' big picture question is, why did Jesus speak in parables?
Why does Jesus speak in parables?
Yeah.
I think we're going to learn a little bit more about that with our Bible lesson.
Yes, we will.
So let's go ahead and have a seat, and let's enjoy, and let's learn a little bit more.
Yes.
About.
Be attentive. You might find the answer to the big picture question in the story.
Jesus traveled around from one town and village to another. In each place, he preached the good news about the kingdom of God. Crowds of people came to listen to Jesus' teaching. One day, Jesus was sitting by the sea. So many people came to hear him that Jesus got into a boat and sat down to teach. The crowd stood on the shore to listen.
Jesus said, "A sower went out to plant seeds. As he was planting, some seeds fell along the path. Soon, the birds came up and ate up the seeds from the path. Other seeds fell on rocky ground where there wasn't much soil. The seeds sprouted quickly, but they did not have any roots because the soil was shallow. When the sun came up, the plants withered. Other seeds fell among the thorns. The thorns grew, and they stopped the seeds from growing. But some of the seeds fell on good ground. Those seeds grew and produced a crop, more than what was planted."
Then Jesus explained the parable to his disciples. He said, "Some people hear the truth about God's kingdom, but they don't understand it. The evil one comes and takes away what was planted in their hearts. Those people are like the seeds that fell on the path. Some people hear the truth about God's kingdom and they are happy to accept it. But when hard times come, they give up. Those people are like the seeds that fell on rocky ground.
Some people hear the truth about God's kingdom, but they worry about this life and they love money too much. The truth cannot grow. Those people are like the seeds that fell among thorns. But some people hear the truth about God's kingdom and they understand it. They accept the truth and it grows in their lives. Those people are like the seeds that fell on good ground. Those seeds produce a crop, more than what was planted.
Jesus is the sower who shared the truth about God's kingdom. His followers continue to share the truth today, and those who understand and accept the gospel become more like Jesus.
Hi everyone! Today we're looking at the parable of the sower. I love the parables, these stories that Jesus told. We learn so many important things about God, about who He is, about who we are. And you know, when Jesus lived and told these stories to people, He used normal life experiences that everyone understood. And our family is going to use this story and act out some normal life experiences that happen with us. We hope it will help you give some ideas of what Jesus was talking about. So before we begin, in this story there was a sower or a farmer who planted seed. Do you remember what the seed represented? That's right, the Word of God. There are many ways that God speaks, but one big way is through the Bible, His Word to us. And in the Bible, God teaches us many things on how to live. And so the seed, or the Word of God, landed on how many soils? That's right, 4. Jesus described 4 different ways that we can respond to the Word of God. So here is going to be our family acting out the 4 soils. In our examples, we're just going to choose one command that God has given us in His Word. The command is to love one another. And here is the first way we can respond.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just making a card for the new girl at school called Violet. Oh, Violet? Everyone is talking about her. They say she's really smelly. That's not a nice thing to say.
Well, if you want to be friends with her, and especially if you want to make a card for her, you're going to be called Smelly too. Good.
In our first soil, Jesus explained that some people are like seed along the path. The word is sown, but as soon as they hear the word, Satan comes and takes away the word. In our example, hearing the truth about loving one another went in one ear and straight out the other. Here's a second way that we can respond to the word.
Hey Miriam, I was just reading in my Bible this morning about loving our neighbor, and I looked out the window and I see neighbors moving in. Should we go see if we can help them?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Jesus said about the second soil that others are like seed sown on rocky places. They hear the word and at once they receive it with joy. But since they have no root, they last only a short time. When it gets difficult to live out the truth, they quickly fall away. In our example, Miriam was excited to love her new neighbor and to welcome her. But when she started getting teased and became difficult, she quickly decided not to follow God's way. Now let's hear the third way that people can respond.
Just a minute, Stella. Let me check.
Okay.
Lena? Stella's here and it looks like she really needs a friend.
Sorry, my favorite show is just about to start.
Jesus said in the third soil that some can be like seed among thorns. Ouch. They hear the word, but the worries of life and desires for other things come in and choke the word. making it unfruitful. In our example, Lena chose to watch her favorite show instead of showing love to her neighbor in need. Because of something she wanted, she didn't bother to listen and find out what God wanted. Jesus tells us there is a fourth way.
Jesus said that others are like good soil. They hear the word, they accept it, and produce a crop, some 30, 60, and 100 times what was sown. In the book of James, the author says we need to not just be listeners to the word, but doers too. God's commands are always for our good and for the good of others. May we ask this week for God's help to be like the last soil, people who hear his word, accept it, and do it.
Welcome back, boys and girls. That was an amazing story, and all of you're right. A path, rocky, thorny, and good soil. And that's all about, I think, a seed, a sower?
Yes, a seed, a sower. Miss Christy, have you ever planted a seed?
I have. I actually have planted probably too much. I used to have, currently have trees. I used to have a lot of plants, but my dog ate them.
Oh no.
Yeah, going back to the dog, my dog ate them, so now I have trees. But in all my houses or apartments I've lived in, I've always had some sort of plants from one seed. And you know what, boys and girls, if you look out right now, look outside your windows. Do you see trees?
Trees, plants, bushes, flowers.
I mean, they all come from
a seed. And if you were listening to the story, Jesus wanted us to plant a different kind of seed. And now, even today, Jesus' followers accept the truth and they become more like Jesus. Yeah? So that's the seed that Jesus wants us to plant.
And that's kind of like what he did with Zacchaeus.
Exactly.
Jesus saw him one time, and in that one moment, Jesus planted a seed and Zacchaeus was changed.
Yes.
And just think, a little seed, you plant it in the ground. I mean, I've done this in my school teaching, and it turns into something amazing.
Amazing.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So let's go back to that, listening to all this and to the message. Let's go back to our big picture question.
What was our big picture question, Miss Christy?
You guys remember at home? I know it has something to do with parables.
Yes. So why did Jesus speak in parables?
Okay. Why did
Any guesses? Let me see. Who's giving any answers? Come on, guys, give your answers in the chat section below, and we would love to hear your answers. I'm sure you all were listening very attentively to the story and the lesson.
Well, I remember something about you saying earthly stories. Oh, I also forgot. And
heavenly meaning. Parables are earthly stories with heavenly meaning. And the big picture question is, why did Jesus speak in parables?
I think I know.
Okay, let's do this. Okay.
Okay, so, you guys ready? Let's listen. Let's listen to Miss Lisa. Here we go.
So Jesus told parables to teach people about God and his kingdom. There you go.
I mean, that's kind of simple. Can we do it? Can we do it
one
together?
One more time, everybody together.
Jesus told parables to teach people about God's
and his kingdom. Simple.
That's amazing. And I'm sure we're going to hear that question over the next couple of weeks.
I'm sure, yes, every week. So memorize that. Don't forget it. The big picture question is going to be asked for the next few weeks.
Wonderful.
So you already learned it.
So we have a new series, Jesus the Storyteller. We have our big picture question, and we now have a memory verse.
Yay!
So we ready? Okay, so I'm going to give you the memory verse with some actions. Miss Lisa's going to learn it with me, and we'll do it, and then we'll do it together. Okay, we'll do it with you and us all together. So here we go. So it's going to be Mark 6, got it, 34. So a 3 and a 4, okay? So here we go. When Jesus saw the large crowd, he had compassion on them because they were like sheep without a shepherd. So he began teaching them with many things. Got it?
That's simple.
That was kind of easy.
Okay.
Okay, you ready at home? We're going to try it. Okay, here we
Okay.
go. We're going to start saying with Mark. Okay, here we go.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Mark 6:34. When Jesus saw the large crowd, he had compassion on them because they were like sheep without a shepherd. So he began to teach them many things. This is perfect because this goes with our big question about teaching people. So the memory verse matches, and I can see Timothy saying things about that. Teaching people. Thank you so much, Timothy. So we're going to do the verse one more time. You ready?
All right.
Okay, stand up if you're
Okay.
not already standing.
Come on, Olive,
Yes.
Timothy.
Stretch your legs.
Bernie.
Here we go. This is our Dubai 30-30 fitness. Okay, you got to be fit, right? Okay, here we go. So
Okay.
I'm going to count to 3, then we'll do Mark. Okay, ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Mark
Chapter
6, 34. 34. When Jesus saw a large crowd, he had compassion on them because they were like sheep without a shepherd. So he began teaching them many things.
Good job. I think we did a good
That was
job.
amazing. Good job at
You guys as
home.
well. Good job.
Very nice.
All right.
So what do we have?
So now, let's move on to our craft time.
So boys and girls, you're going to possibly have to take some notes.
Yes.
Parents, take some notes because we're going to go over the craft. I'm here to
Okay.
learn.
So today's craft is super simple. Yeah. All we need are some pieces of colored paper, a pair of scissors, a marker, a glue stick, and some nuts or seeds or anything that looks like this. Peanuts, almonds, anything. Yeah, that's all you
Could
need.
you use rice?
Well, to be honest, you can. You can use
You could,
anything.
but we're looking at a seed, right?
We're looking at a seed.
Because
yes.
rice isn't seed. Just so you guys know that. This is the teacher coming in. So a rice won't plant a tree, but a seed.
Seed,
Okay,
yeah.
very cool.
So this is what we're gonna do. All you need to do, see, look at this pretty craft right here.
the sower.
Yes, the craft, the name is the sower. So all you need to do is take one color of paper, yeah?
Okay.
You trace your hand onto this paper like this, and then you cut off.
So
You
that's
get a-
where the pen comes in. So you'll trace your
So you
hand.
trace your hand on the piece of paper, and then you cut off your hand, not your hand.
No,
the-
cut out your hand. We don't want to cut it off.
and then you stick the cutout of the hand, the paper hand, on the paper.
Okay, use the glue.
Similarly, you draw a nice pretty heart on a pink, red, any color paper you have, and you cut off the heart as well. Okay.
Okay, and then you stick it to the paper.
So you have your hand cut out and the heart cut out, and now comes your seeds. So if it's big seeds like this, you might have a slight difficulty using normal glue, a glue stick. So maybe use, I don't know, double-side tape, or I think that's what they've done somewhere here. So
Or
here.
sticky tack.
Yeah, anything.
Sticky tack is amazing.
Yeah. And there you have your crafts.
So when I look at this, it's kind of what you talked about, what Jesus has done in us with the seed. So Jesus has given the seed to us, just like Zacchaeus, and is growing us, and we're changing to be more like him. So we hold his seed in us,
Yes.
right? And so now we take this seed, and it kind of drops and grows into our heart. And what's inside our heart eventually comes out to everyone.
That's so beautifully put out,
Yeah.
Ms. Risti. I absolutely loved how you explained the craft. Did
That's
you
very
guys
cool.
like the craft for today? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Okay, so
And when you get to it, if you can't do it right now, when you do it after service, of course, please let Mr. Jess know. And all of us here at Fellowship, we would love to know how your craft is, and maybe even take a picture.
Yes,
Oh my goodness, we could take a
pictures.
picture.
Yes.
Can we put it on Instagram?
I
Maybe.
think
I don't
we
know.
can.
I don't know. We'll
Facebook?
just try it. Just send it to us.
Send it to Mr. Jess or your teachers, and I'm sure we will be able to post your lovely crafts or pictures of your crafts on our Facebook or Instagram.
So this has been amazing about the sower. What's
Yes.
going on next week?
Next week, the next story that we're going to learn about is another parable, another story. So, the parable of the unmerciful servant.
Ooh,
Does it ring a bell?
I don't know. Unmerciful is kind of a big word.
Yeah.
But I think next week we'll learn more about that.
Yes.
But before we go, so we're going to close up. It's been an amazing time. But before we go, we have a big announcement from Mr. Jess. And I think it has something to do that's coming in December.
Oh, yes. It's the favorite time of the year for me. I start prepping for it in like now.
Well,
November.
I have seen a lot of apartments now have lights all over. So I'm seeing a lot more Christmas lights. So it's coming.
It's coming. So stay tuned. Just hold on. Before we close, Mr. Jess has a big announcement about our Christmas event.
Enjoy the announcement.
Hey Children's Ministry families, Christmas is coming and it is the best time of the year. It's time to celebrate together. Well, our very own fellowship kids will lead us in a dramatic portrayal of the Christmas story through songs, drama, and dance. And our theme this year is Christmas Around the World, where kids will take us to places like Spain, USA, India, China, Kenya, and a lot more. So save this date in your calendar. Our Christmas online experience will be on December 17th, but we also have an in-person screening on December 10th in Two Seasons Hotel, where we will also have some live performances from your kids. So again, that's December 10th at 1 p.m. in the main hall at Two Seasons Hotel for the in-person screening, and December 17th for the online experience. All the details can be found at fellowshipdubai.com/familychristmas. We can't wait to celebrate Christmas with you all. See you soon. Bye.
Hello, welcome back. Isn't that exciting about Christmas? I can't believe it's like a month away.
I can't either. This year just disappeared.
You know what? I woke up this morning, boys and girls, I'm not sure if you've been outside yet, but it was cooler.
It was.
So,
it was.
was it
the weather
cooler?
is beautiful
Okay,
now.
so go outside, do some exercise. Hey. So when it comes to your craft, please, you can actually post the Instagram photo yourself and put #FellowshipKids. Then we'll see it and it'll be amazing and it'll be so cool. If you're not able to do that, then go ahead and you can send the pictures to Mr. Jess and we'll be able to see all the wonderful crafts. And you know, one thing I love looking at this chat and seeing your comments is I love seeing the little hearts go up and the high fives and it's so fun and encouraging.
It is.
That's
it
the fun
is.
part about
It feels
this.
like you guys are with us.
Yes.
It feels it's just not both of us, but you guys are right there,
Yeah,
and
we're
it's
not
amazing.
alone.
That's what's special about life.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. So, parents, please note that we are going to post the family discussion questions right now. Please try and spend some time with your family to discuss these questions. And also, don't forget, do your craft and send those pictures.
And we will see you next week for another episode of Fellowship Kids Live.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Love your hearts.
Bye.